Hey guys! As The Curse of Oak Island wraps up its 12th season with episode 22 titled Night After Night, anticipation among fans has never been higher. Set to premiere on April 29, 2025, this final installment promises to be one of the most thrilling and revealing episodes in the show's history. Between the race against an encroaching winter on Oak Island itself and the team's unexpected exploration 4,000 miles away in Malta, The Curse of Oak Island appears poised to deliver the sort of grand, sweeping developments that viewers have been waiting years to see. From the start of Season 12, the Solution Channel has been teased as one of the team's best hopes for finally solving the island's centuries-old puzzle. Unlike many past excavation efforts, which were scattered and often marred by technical difficulties, the Solution Channel has represented a focused, highly strategic excavation. According to the History Channel's official description, the team is now in a race against winter to access the Solution Channel fully and retrieve what they hope is the long-sought treasure. The urgency is palpable. The bitter cold and heavy snow of Nova Scotia winters have derailed countless previous efforts, so the clock is ticking like never before. What makes this situation even more tantalizing is a snippet from the Next Time preview, where the team members exclaim, "Oh my goodness! Oh, look at this! Oh, it's beautiful! That's massive! That's been in there a long time. That could be another vault." This suggests that not only have they uncovered something significant, possibly another underground structure like a vault, but that it may still be intact. If this is a new vault tied to the original money pit, or the fabled treasure depots theorized to exist on Oak Island, it could finally provide the evidence needed to validate the centuries of legends, myths, and exhaustive treasure hunting. And given the team's years of frustration with finding only scattered artifacts, the possibility of a fully preserved vault is electrifying. Perhaps even more intriguing is the parallel storyline happening far away from Nova Scotia, the team's expedition to Malta. In the preview clips, Rick Lagina and other team members are shown marveling at incredible discoveries in Malta, with remarks like, "Welcome to Malta. Oh, look at this. It's quite amazing. It's absolutely incredible. That's stunning." Malta, a tiny island nation in the Mediterranean, has long been associated with the Knights Templar, who are often theorized to be connected to the Oak Island mystery. The Templars, driven underground after their persecution in the 14th century, were known to have relocated much of their wealth and influence to places like Malta under the protection of the Knights Hospitaller, later called the Knights of Malta. In this episode, the Oak Island team appears to find physical evidence in Malta that ties directly back to the work on Oak Island. Specifically, they note discovering bluish clay. In Oak Island lore, blue clay was a critical material supposedly used by whoever constructed the original money pit to seal and waterproof various underground tunnels and vaults. One team member exclaims, "Is this bluish clay?" Blue clay was one of the keys in working in the money pit. This is evidence of what happened on Oak Island. This is a major revelation. If identical materials or even techniques can be traced between Malta and Oak Island, it could provide the strongest evidence yet that the mystery is far older and more global than previously imagined. It suggests that those responsible for hiding something on Oak Island might have had origins or affiliations stretching back to European secret societies, particularly the Templars. This deepens the theory that Oak Island was not simply the site of some random pirate treasure, but rather part of a larger, highly organized plan to hide significant artifacts, wealth, or knowledge. The episode's title, Night After Night, is no accident. It is a clear nod to the idea of the Knights Templar and possibly the Knights of Malta, two groups steeped in mystery, religious significance, and legendary hoards of hidden wealth. This suggests that the episode will draw a direct line between these medieval orders and the Oak Island mystery. It hints that the Fellowship of the Dig, Rick Marty and their team, may at last have uncovered not just another dead end or another interesting artifact, but a genuine historical link connecting Oak Island to some of the most enigmatic and powerful organizations in history. If that's true, it could finally validate some of the most sensational theories that have long surrounded the island, including the idea that Oak Island might be the final resting place of ancient Templar secrets or relics like the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail. There is always some caution warranted with Oak Island finales. Fans have been burned before by exciting previews that turned out to lead to modest discoveries. However, Season 12 feels palpably different. Throughout the season, the showrunners have been hinting at major revelations, and the team's systematic, data-driven approach has paid off more than in any previous season. The Solution Channel has proven to be a game-changer, and the Malta investigation introduces an entirely new dimension to the quest. The visuals teased for episode 22, massive underground structures, untouched materials, clay deposits with known historical significance, all point toward a finale that could be truly groundbreaking. Moreover, the emotional reactions of the team members in the teaser footage suggest they are seeing things that go beyond what they might have expected. Discoveries that genuinely shock and amaze even these seasoned treasure hunters. The Curse of Oak Island Season 12, Episode 22, Night After Night, is shaping up to be one of the most exciting episodes in the history of the series, with the team poised to potentially uncover a hidden vault in the Solution Channel, and with shocking new Templar-related connections uncovered in Malta. The stage is set for a finale filled with historical revelations and emotional payoffs. Whether the team finally retrieves the elusive treasure or simply gathers enough historical proof to reframe the entire Oak Island mystery, one thing seems certain. The story is far from over, but it may be entering a bold new chapter. Fans will undoubtedly be glued to their screens on April 29th, eager to see what secrets the island, and now the wider world, might finally reveal. Now, let's talk more about green clay. Historically, blue clay has been extremely rare and is often associated with specific geological formations that were valued for their impermeable properties. On Oak Island, blue clay was thought to be used as a barrier to prevent flooding tunnels from leaking into the money pit excavation shafts. If the team finds a matching type of clay in Malta, it could imply that the original engineers of the money pit had access to rare construction knowledge and materials that were transported over vast distances, possibly even brought by a well-organized and secretive group like the Templars. Such a connection would lend credence to the theory that Oak Island's underground structures are not merely local or colonial, but instead part of a global network of hidden treasures. Another important aspect hinted at in the previews is the discovery of large, ancient-looking structures underground. Team members were visibly awed, exclaiming that what they found could represent another vault. This is critical because, until now, much of Oak Island's underground findings have been limited to scattered wooden platforms, fragments of tunnels, and occasional artifacts. A fully intact vault-like structure could finally explain how so much secrecy endured for centuries. It suggests deliberate, skilled construction meant to outlast generations of searchers. Equally compelling is the emotional weight carried by Rick Lagina during this episode. Throughout 12 seasons, Rick has often represented the soul of the operation, driven by a deep belief in the island's mystery. His visible excitement and near reverence in Malta signal that the discoveries there are not just interesting footnotes, but potentially transformative to the entire Oak Island narrative. If Rick, a man who has maintained cautious optimism for years, is amazed, then viewers can reasonably expect something major is about to unfold. Fans should also take note of the timing of these discoveries. As winter looms over Nova Scotia, the team has only a limited window to act. Historically, winter has been one of the greatest obstacles in Oak Island exploration, shutting down excavations and burying new leads under feet of ice and snow. This urgency adds real drama to the finale. If the team can't fully excavate what they found before the cold sets in, they could be forced to leave potentially game-changing discoveries untouched until the next season, a painful prospect after coming so close to answers. Another key dynamic to watch is how the Malta findings might reshape the team's next steps on Oak Island. Discovering a direct connection between the Templars and Oak Island would likely influence future digging locations, research priorities, and even partnerships. For years, the team has relied heavily on local historians, geological surveys, and conventional treasure hunting strategies. A verified European connection might open entirely new avenues of investigation, including exploring different parts of Oak Island that had previously been overlooked. Furthermore, the episode title Night After Night may hint at more than just Templar history. It might also suggest a lineage, that secret knowledge and treasure protection efforts were handed down over generations. If so, then Oak Island's treasure isn't just about material wealth, but about preserving knowledge, secrets, and perhaps sacred relics. This concept elevates the mystery from a simple treasure hunt into a profound historical quest with global implications. Finally, The Season 12 finale seems poised to leave viewers with a satisfying mix of discovery and anticipation. While it's unlikely that all answers will be revealed in one episode, as Oak Island's legacy is too complex for a single solution, Night After Night promises to deliver real progress, deeper connections, and tangible evidence that the decades of digging have not been in vain. The team, much like the knights they are now metaphorically connected to, may be guardians of a truth far older and more important than anyone ever imagined.